Grand Rising, everyone. It is the Oracle of Elohim. How y'all doing? Oh, I hope all is well on this fine Friday, May 30th. May 30th, 2025. I wonder what was going on 3 years ago. I don't know. I thought about that just briefly. Interesting. Maybe it'll come back to me. I don't know. I know, that savage of a brother of mine probably know what happened May 30th, 3 years ago, 2022. Anyway, I came on because someone has been sending me some negative energy, and I'm not going to say that it was I was just getting a little hot-headed, I guess. Not really hot-headed. I just was speaking my piece, and it was maybe not so peaceful because it had some words in there that I don't know. They had some words in there, just put it that way. And anyway, I had to get myself together. I needed me a nap because it felt like I have been going and going like the Energizer Bunny. So I needed me a little nap to collect my countenance back to its rightful state from, whoever's trying to shoot their shot and walk in my likeness. I rebuke you. And I call righteous judgment on you that the Holy Spirit will consume, the Holy Spirit fire will consume that platform that you try to stand on in the likeness of voila, me. No. Sit or stand, walk or run in your own self. Okay? Because at the end of the day, if they put us side by side, they will clearly see a difference. Period. No matter what it is, they will clearly see a difference. So, anyway, enough of that because, we got all kind of childish people in this world who have not grown up yet, where their mindset is stuck in one of these movies that keep getting produced. Anyway, so, and I'm not knocking some of the movies because I guess we need to know what some people's thoughts are, because some movies are everything that is done is here to enlighten us in some type of capacity. Whether it could take root and manifest in real time, it doesn't matter. Substance, speaking, seeing, thinking can manifest, right? Maybe not in the particular order in which you've seen it, but it still can manifest. So, therefore, I had to pull myself together because I knew that really wasn't my countenance. It was somebody trying to pull from me. Like I seen, I seen in my spiritual eye 3 witches. 3 of them. And it looked like they were speaking out, or they were like having some type of disagreement amongst themselves, or maybe trying to portray a disagreement because they caught up in trying to walk in somebody else's shoes and forging of documents and things of that nature. But anyway, child, if y'all think that AI is not AI is almost like it's almost like a sure thing, like it's got its own deity as a god. So when you try to portray something or do something indifferent and then you're caught on camera, you're caught saying something like y'all try to do in my car, you hear me cussing y'all out. I told you, I don't need for you to play nothing for me. I don't need for you to do any of that. I can tell on myself. Because see, as I live daily, I daily have to die to selfness, so I can walk in my higher calling, right? And even though it's many of you who are projecting negative energies towards me, and it tries to gravitate, but then I have to cuss you out. You try to portray, oh, she's not what, okay, maybe I'm not what you want me to be, but I am the Oracle of Elohim. He has ordained me, not you. Okay? So anyway, all I know is the truth is the truth, okay? Now, when I act in that manner, of course I have to sit down with my Father who art up above, because I have to get it right with him at the end of the day, because at the end of this fleshly body that y'all be trying to send me subliminals, get your body fit, yeah, take care of your temple. Yes, I take care of my temple, but also God say, what does it profit you to gain the whole world but not take care of the soul, the spirit, and also your temple, right? So you have a nice looking body or whatever, but yet you're rotten and nobody can trust you once they really know who you are. So, I mean, really? So get over all that vanity bull-ish, please. Because if somebody really could see within the heart and know all you cluster ducks and what you are doing and what you have done to others, they would be like, like, what's that movie where you had to wear the glasses where you can see somebody's real ugly face, that they're a monster? Rod Piper or something played in it, where it was like when they put on these certain shades, they can really see who's real people and who's the aliens. I forget the name of the movie, but yeah. If the Holy Spirit, where the Holy Spirit does reveal who you are, maybe it may take some time, but he reveals who people are. And I am who I am. And again, anyway, I don't have to explain explain because y'all already know what time it is. Um, now, I went to see um, Final Destination, and that movie is all about premonition, intuition. But I was more intrigued by the previews of the upcoming movies, like the one called The Far Walk. I may go see it because I'm just curious as to what kind of lie did they say to the people to make them even, besides money, because you know money always spikes somebody's attention, like y'all was in this for the money, and now the money is looking funny, and now y'all looking like dummies because you ain't getting the money, and then on top of that you got a lot of S going on, and you know now you still want to play like everything is all right when you know it's not all right. Because you know I know that the Most High loves me, irrespective of how you have socially engineered me into this space. I know He loves me, and irregardless of your diabolical insult to injury to try to have me living pretty much like on $15 and maybe 24 cents a day. Really? But the grace of God is sufficient for a time as this, because I know that the first is going to be last, and I will be first. And that's what I stand on. That's what I believe. And, you know, greed doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't. It only lasts for a span, and then on top of that, undoubtedly, you people did it for greed, but yet you still stalk me. So you're not satisfied. You're not pleased. Ain't that what the Bible say? God say, if you chase after things, you would never be satisfied. And that's exactly what this is. You're like the road runner. You just keep going and going until the Most High and this judicial system knock you off your square. I decree and declare that it is coming, because it should happen. Or Mother Gaia, Mother Nature, one of the two. You know, because this is going to come to a stop, because this is not the divine order of the Most High for somebody to act like I'm trying to think now. With Samson and Delilah, right? His parents told him, no, that woman is not a part of your tribe, right? But Samson just wanted that woman. Kind of like The Color Purple, Hoppo. Hoppo and I don't forget Oprah's name in the movie. But anyway, let's get back to the Bible. We ain't gonna talk about Hoppo. So the only thing that I can remember, and the reason why I'm hopping on this subject, is because of some people trying to keep other people, including myself, from things that if they desire it, it is out there for them and is good for them, not a group. No, not a group. Although I do reference the Bible, however, and I speak to the Most High about this all the time because He knows me already, right? He said He knows us before we were even conceived. So He already know that I don't agree with all that concubine and all that BS. No. Especially now because, you know, you got that nasty disease. There go that movie Color Purple coming back in. Ooh, with Suge with the nasty disease. Anyway, let's continue. I just, you know, was trying to make a joke, but it's really not funny when, you know, people get, although, yeah, we can talk about Suge. Suge, was, she cast a spell on, what was his dang name? The man she was dealing with. She could come and go as she please. She can talk to him however she wanted to. And that was just, I guess that was kind of like how Delilah treated Samson. Except she was, you know, very persuasive with, tell me, where you get your strength from? Well, we know some persuasions come in the form of, you know, anyway, use your imagination when you're not going, because this is PG or or G rated video, okay? But anyway, all I know is the movie Coming to America where they wanted to pick his wife and Eddie was like, I ain't having all this. I know what I want. I know who I want. Now, let us reason together because at the end of the day, if the Bible says you leave mother and father, then why is mother, father, sister, cousin, others, all in other people's business? That's some trifling, nosy behind stuff. I think we need another law enacted behind my stuff because people think they can run my life. And I'm telling you today and every day, I want you to go into the dust if you think you're going to be running my life. Abba, y'all, can you make them go into the dust? Because undoubtedly they didn't get it right because they get parented from the womb. You know, you get that, you supposed to get that motherly love, your bye-bye and your pacifier, your diapers changed, and she's just grooming you, the daddy and the mama hopefully grooming you to get up and go to school, think for self, handle your business. But then you have some, like these dum-dums, all up in people's business, like, no, I don't want you to have this, that, or nothing in this lifetime. Where they do that at? Return to sender. And how would you feel if it truly happened? Everything that you wanted for me, how would you really feel if the Most High ordained it and made it happen for you? I want y'all to think on that because I'm asking him to do just that very thing, because sometimes lessons are better than blessings because you will learn not to do a thing. That's what's up. Now, anyway, anybody who think they can go around telling people what they can and cannot do, there's something wrong with you. I mean, even when you're working for an employer, there's policies within the job. That's why you have the job line where if you have a complaint with a corporation or a company or a business, So all these policies, but in rules and restrictions and laws, but yet you people say, "Oh, I'm gonna do some magic. I'm gonna do some spell work. I'm gonna go hire this practitioner. I'm gonna put their name in a contract. I'm gonna put them in a jar. I'm gonna put them in the freezer." And the Most High say, "You done went too far." Yeah, that's what's going on. And then you think you're gonna try it again and again and again. I'm trying to understand this judicial system. Why y'all steady trying it over and over again? It's like I can't help but think of the Road Runner. But see, if a big boulder rock fall on top of y'all, in real life, I don't think y'all would get Oh, I be having some serious talks with the Most High. I'm trying to tell you because that's what y'all act like, road runners. Like you just keep coming and coming where you're really truly not welcome in my space. I'm saying that on the open waves that all of you are listening. You are not welcome in my space. You're not welcome to I don't even want you to step into my face. That's how unwelcomed you are. But because you're intrusive and you're like a zombie in your mind, and we all know what they did to the people on The Walking Dead, to the zombies. Watch it if you don't know. Anyway, all I'm saying is something's wrong with y'all mind. Do we have enough mental institutions around here? Because a lot of y'all need to be locked up. Or maybe, let me put it in a very tender, nice way. Maybe y'all need to be institutionalized to check your mental state, because there was nowhere written in a law or spiritually that you come from a woman's womb to come out and try to control another human being. And control meaning you don't want them to make decisions for themselves. You don't want them to have anything. I mean, we got some modern day Hitlers out here. Some modern day Charlie Manson. You all listen to a person who is infecting you all with HIV. He would be the example of Charlie Manson. And you all, like dum-dums, follow him, listen to him about me. I'm not your enemy. He done put a spell on you and said, I'm your enemy. I don't even know you. You don't even know me. You just bedded him and he put the bewitching stuff on you, because that's what he did to me, along with my family, who paid him to come to me to give me his disease that didn't happen. But yet, I guess he told y'all that I gave it to him, so y'all mad at me. But anyway, that's not the case. And anyway, why would you get mad at me? You the one slept with him and he slept with you. Did he not tell you, like he didn't tell me, that he had a disease? So why would you get mad at me? Because I don't want him back. You wanted him undoubtedly because you laid down with him, and he's a sicko. He's a psycho. Very cunning. Maybe he is a warlock, but he's of the dark. So undoubtedly you're of the dark too. If you're still with him and you're watching me, but you're getting mad at me because he have you bamboozled like Charlie Manson had those women bamboozled under his occult group. Get your mind together. Get your mind together, ladies and gentlemen, because you know this person goes both ways. He's like Michael, not Archangel Michael, but what's the one name that they say is the portrait of the white Jesus? He's like that. He's charismatic, charismatic. Am I saying that correctly? His charisma, or not, more like he's cloaking himself in something that he's not. And I decree and declare, let that mask fall off so your little concubines can see who you are and wake up, and everybody else can see who you are, because you're like walking trash, literally. And you have a lot of people food and a lot of people feeling some pain from your insanity, because don't nobody want you back. And further, none of my exes I want back. All of you tried to steal, kill, and destroy me, and yet I'm still here. And then you got bad witches, whether they're male or female, acting vile towards me. That's ridiculous. Get y'all mind together. Still stalking me in a whole nother state. It's ridiculous. Like, I done came to this state and how I know somebody knows something about me is I can visually see it. So I know that there's some stalkers here. Now, how they get here when I never in my life have been to this state up until 2025. So how in the world do these individuals know me? Your bamboozle people, your bamboozle. Okay, you need to snap your mind back together before you catch a RICO charge, like I decree and declare is going to happen. Yeah. Because you know it's like the little preview of the Long Walk, the movie. It's like a horror movie. It's crazy. It's insane. I'm trying to think. You know, do producers have to get their mind checked or go to a psychiatrist? I don't know, because it amazes me how you can think of such a movie, but you know that one is happening right now, because I can see you all being tricked out your spot by someone's lie. And what I got from the preview of The Long Walk is undoubtedly, and it was children, teenagers. You know, y'all like to go for the young now because you feel like, oh, they won't, if they have to do some harsh time, they're younger than me. But now that youngster need to tell on you so all of you can go. And maybe the Most High can have mercy on that young person that you bewitched and tricked out their spot. Anyway, what I get from that movie is there was money involved. The children probably were in poverty, like now. That's why there's so much poverty or economic disparity in people's bank accounts, because that's socially engineered by some. So that when they say the population is too much for them, like, okay, God say live, procreate, and these people say it's too many people on the earth. Okay, so now they got us fighting against one another. When in fact, if you just wasn't so evil, you would say, congratulations, you had an accomplishment, whatever that is. Oh, you look nice today. I'm headed out to the market. Would you like for me to get you something? But hell, you can't even trust nobody to do that, because all this witchcraft, hate, jealousy, bitterness, right? Because I tell you, after this, it is a learning experience. I rather, the God say, do for self. Oh, buddy, this is a learning lesson. Do for self, for sure. Now, if you have a significant other, we do for one another, because we are in it for the long haul, because we supposed to be like that. We supposed to be working together, not against one another, because we got the world, as we can see, that would do that for us, try to work us against one another, or them against us. So why would you, in your own household, tear it down, right? Trying to be sneaky and cunning. So therefore, when my ex is thinking they coming back here, no the hell, what? Nah, you ain't coming back here. A snake? A donkey? A what? No, you ain't ever. And that's clarity on everything. Ever. I don't even want to see that donkey of a mother figure, unless it's in court. That's the only time I want to see y'all in court, when I see that gavel go down. Order in the court, order in the court. You lost your damn mind because you got 50 years, 20 years, or life for some of you. That's what I want to hear. The gavel go down. Right, that part. That excites me. That's like an orgasm. Did you hear me? Okay, I know you did, because it's on record. Now, anyway, and that's for real. Okay? And since, whenever, I don't need to go into that. But anyway, back to that movie, The Long Walk. Now, in that preview, it was like, they say, oh no, you're going to keep walking till the end. It was almost like the Ice-T movie, Surviving the Game. So they found vulnerable teenagers, probably homeless teenagers, or teenagers going through it with their family issues. Because it's always got to be some kind of weakness where the enemy can step in. That's why y'all trying to study me, but I decree and declare, thank you, Most High, that you have a cloak over me, that even what they see, they don't see it all. Period. Because you ain't supposed to be in my house, because I didn't invite you. You ain't supposed to be cloning my phone. The only time you're supposed to see me is when I put this video out on my YouTube channel. But instead, y'all all in my house, on my phone. Anyway, you gonna learn a lesson. Oh yes, you are. The Most High is gonna teach you a lesson. My ancestors gonna teach you a lesson. Because that's the only way, undoubtedly, you gonna learn, road runners. Now, that movie, The Long Walk, I wonder. I mean, I can think of some scenarios, because people say, you don't know what goes on at the borders. But I bet you some of those immigrants know what goes on at the border. Is it right? Probably not. If somebody just coming from another country trying to live a better life, I mean, unless they're aggressive, must we kill them, mistreat them, or just say no, you must turn around, you cannot come over, we're not allowing anyone over at this time. Simple, right? I don't know. But anyway, It also, I'm thinking of Shaquilla. What was her name? Shaquilla Robinson, that went to Mexico, and her friends or her frenemies. I mean, wow. It almost makes me think because my daughter, she took me on a vacation, and I know she acts stanky dank sometimes. And now I understand why she was acting like that. Now, she wanted to invite me to another uh, um, cruise, right? And I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, I'm ready to, because, I was like trying to help take care of a brother who didn't care nothing about me. The whole idea was to put me in financial ruin by making me think that it is better for me to do early retirement because he's going to help out, and he's gonna pay me so much, and you can save money and all that lying SOB while you're trying to annihilate me in 2022. Yeah, that's why my mind went to May 30th, 2022. Because a lot of dirt jumped off, if not that illegal eviction. But anyway, now Shaquilla Robinson frenemies. I don't know what happened with that. I know it was, like a long haul story. I don't know if the people who brought her to her demise were arrested. The last time I watched it, they wasn't, but I don't understand that. It's kind of like I don't understand this situation with y'all. Y'all run around here loose, fancy free, but yet y'all are committing crimes. And yet we have a judicial system. Unless it's people in the judicial system, some. And then there's that one. God, I gotta think of that man's name. I gotta Google it after this. In that movie, Bumpy Johnson, because I want at least 1,000 of them to be present in this case. They want to make an example out of the people who should be an example, and making sure people like me, whether my bank account is big or small, just know that I am a human being, and I deserve to be here, and I deserve to be treated like a human being. I don't deserve to be treated like a roach, because I said a roach for a reason, because dogs, you people treat dogs better than a human being, although both deserve respect. But I am far greater than an animal. Even the Bible says that. An animal must be told what to do. I'm a human. I don't need for you to tell me what to do. I may ask you for advice. I may need something from you. I may want to patronize a service that you have, but I don't need for you to try to control me. Period. And so, anyway, back to the long walk. I guess those men, and then the whole town, I don't know if somebody was under the spell, because they didn't show that much of the preview, but all I know is what I heard. He said, oh no, you're going to finish this walk to your death, and if any of you pass out, they shoot you in the head like in The Walking Dead. I'm like, OMG. Talk about martial law. That's what it kind of looked like, but it was a game. Because when it first started out, the young man was like, ooh, I can't wait to get this money. I'm going to win this walk. but they didn't know that they can't tap out because they're tired. I'm trying to think, did they offer those boys water, food, drink, you know? But anyway, it still is very taxing and disturbing for you know, because I'm going through something similar to that. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta roll up my window because it's raining. Okay, now it is just very disturbing to know that some people, I don't know, some people think like that. I mean, if you just looking at that movie, it can make you have a flashback of other things, you know, and I don't know. It's very disturbing to me, and I see people, you know, in real life, they have, you know, little fast cars or the loud cars, and on the highway here, it's some that like to, you know, zoom in and out. I think they do that everywhere when they have those little fancy cars, zoom in and out until, you know, you clip a bumper or something, or you make a wrong move and then it's a catastrophe, and then it's not so cute anymore, right? I'm just saying. Like, I'm starting to think, like, when I go to a movie or I'm watching a movie, yes, I'm laughing at it, but it's not funny when it's really happening in real life. You know what I'm saying? So some people, like I say, I don't know how many insane asylums we have, but some people really do need to go check themselves in and have a brain scan, have a neuroscientist look in your brain and see what's going on with some of y'all, because you think witchcraft is your ticket to success when it's actually your downfall. And horror movies have shown you that too. Yeah, it did. Although sometimes the monster still lives on, like in Final Destiny, it was about, you know, that penny, that famous penny. It keep rolling and rolling into somebody's destiny to cause a catastrophe. I don't know. Y'all are toxic. I mean, like I said, I don't know what's going on in your life other than I know if you projected anything to me, I'm asking the Most High to return it. Because if you think it's good for me, why isn't it good for you? And please let me escape your evil, because half of you, I really and truly don't know. And if you're involved with somebody that I used to be involved with, that's your business, because I'm not involved with them. So why you hating on me? Be involved with the slime bucket that you either was sleeping with while he was with me or whatever. I don't know how it goes, because men do lie. If you were there before I didn't know about you, and okay, so it is what it is, but I know that I'm not with them. So I'm just asking, why are you still over here bothering me? If you're living some type of lifestyle now because of the things that he stole from me, and you know that y'all lied and say that I was in a coffin because you committed life insurance fraud, that's your business too. That's something that you got to deal with those life insurance detectives. That I don't know why they ain't at your door and putting them handcuffs on your behind, right? Anyway, Y'all grown. You're doing grown folks stuff, so it's time for some grown folks consequences. Because, like I said, y'all sit up there and bring teenagers to court about bullying. The same thing y'all doing, right? On top of with witchcraft. And yet nobody can overstand or understand to bring your adult behind to the court of law and prosecute you. But yet you can take a teenager who we know scientifically, mentally, is still growing. But you can say, oh, we're giving you 30 years. We're giving you 10 years. Even 10 years for a teenager is detrimental to their growth because they're still growing. But yet, you grown folk that's stuck in your ways don't think that you should be prosecuted. Now, how is that? Why is that? Excuse, please. I think you need to be prosecuted. Please, miss me with all of that. And y'all know that too. So anyway, I just was, having thoughts in my head about some of you, the things that you do. And like I said, I have never been in the 2 states that I've been in the last couple of days. But yet I see with my own eyes the adversity or the opposition, the attitude that I've seen in Florida. But yet I have never been to these states in my life that I can remember. Maybe I have because, I'm stolen. But if I was a little child and I left this place as a little child, then it still is new to me. And although I must say that some of you, because some of you have even, walked up to me and had a conversation with me when I know that you're my ops. And you would say, oh yeah, I'm from this part of Florida. So I come to the realization that you gang stalkers, you what you do is go from city to city, state to state, soaking up the resources from others. Or if you are targeting someone and that targeted person think that, okay, well, I'm going to leave this area and go to this area because I've never been here. But yet, it's some of you here that is soaking up the resources. Imagine that. It's like the Roadrunner. You're everywhere until you ain't. RICO charges, universe, please let me know that you hear me. There is a such thing as RICO charges, and I want the people in this universe who is in the upright in law to apply it where it is applicable and expedite it because it is necessary so people can live their life in peace. Universe, if you hear me, please show a sign. And I thank you for healing the land, healing the people of the land, universe, because we need for you to intervene, because there are some heinous things going on, and Yahuwah Elohim wants justice and balance on his beautiful earth that is rich, bountiful, plentiful, but yet we have ignorance who just want to take it all. They don't want to share, selfish, greedy, jealous, indignant, arrogant, just downright bullies. Anyway, um, that's what was on my mind, and I'm ranting, but it is the truth, and y'all know it. It is the truth. In universe, I would like to have my stability back because I deserve it. I appreciate this lesson that is going to be a blessing to me. And I also appreciate this being wrapped up because I know that if I am not the only one that this group, this occult, this Charles Manson occult, Jim Jones foolery, occult, bullcrap, lying Christian folk, bullcrap, dignitaries of the law, taking bribes, taking bribes to do wrong, lawyers, doctors, teachers, medical professionals. It just, the list just goes on and on. Universe, we just need this to be wrapped up. Period. So people can enjoy this beautiful earth by obeying the laws of the land and the laws in the spirit. Because the spirit didn't say, use your magic to be a hostile, take over clown. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go. But y'all have a beautiful day. All I know is I want this wrapped up, and I want Mother Gaia to show us favor who don't like this bullying, these atrocities that's going on, and forcing somebody to live in a manner that they are not supposed to, nor do they want to, and they're very much capable of taking care of themselves if others would stop trying to block and hinder and probe into somebody's life because you made the mistake of doing what you did, and you know exactly what you did. So can that court of law and that gavel go down and charge you as such for the crimes that you have committed, not anything fabricated like you're trying to do with me, but for your truth. I like truth, justice, not fabrication. We don't need to fabricate anything because you know exactly what you're doing. We just need that AI technology to work. Thank you, Divine Supreme.